Everybody wants the silver bullet, raise your labor rate, get more cars, hire another technician, spend more on Google. That's what struggling shop owners keep chasing. And then the newest PMA benchmark report dropped, and it absolutely destroys those excuses. The bottom performing shops are actually charging more per labor hour than the top performing shops. Think about that for just a second. Higher labor rates, lower profits. If labor rate fixed everything, that wouldn't happen. Now, sidebar, a lot of you out there still need to check your labor rate against your technician expenses and adjust accordingly. But instead, the report says exactly what we've been telling Autofix coaching clients for years. The biggest problem in this industry isn't marketing. It isn't labor rates. It isn't even the supposed technician shortage. It's leadership, it's productivity, and it's process. Speaking of coaching, this week another major story broke that has a lot of shop owners asking questions. ATI has gone through significant leadership changes, including the departure of several longtime executives and coaches that many shop owners have known for years. Whether you're an ATI client or not, that matters because coaching relationships are built on trust. Today, we're going to talk about what happened, what it could mean, and why your coach matters far more than the logo on the building. Let's go. So today isn't about attacking another company. It's about understanding what happens when leadership changes inside coaching organizations and what the PMA report tells us about where shop owners actually need help. Because if leadership is the biggest problem inside repair shops, leadership inside coaching companies matters too. So overall, the PMA report didn't surprise me. And if you don't know what that is, that's the Parmelis accounting report that Hunt Demers put out. If you're not listening to his podcast, go over listening to it. He's doing 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 episodes talking just about the report. I'm going to do 2 episodes, this one and one more, about what I got out of the report. But again, it didn't surprise me. You know, the biggest headline isn't labor rates. It's this: the bottom 10% has a $172 labor rate and negative profit. And the top 10% has a $169 labor rate and over 20% net profit. And so, you know, that should kind of end whatever labor rate obsession people have. You know, top shops aren't winning because they're charging more. They're winning because they execute better. And when we think about how they execute better, it's productivity, advisor performance, inspection process, estimating, workflow, owner leadership. So, you know, my saying, numbers never lie. And that's one of the things that we found. You know, when productivity is low, I don't start asking techs what's wrong with my techs. I start by asking what system I built that allows low productivity, right? Again, it's leadership. It all gets turned in on me.
As a shop owner, you take pride in every detail of your shop. That means every repair, every customer, and every experience your customers have with you. So why would you settle for cookie cutter marketing that makes your shop look, well, like every other auto repair shop in your town? At Shop Marketing Pros, we offer top-tier marketing for top-tier shops. That means digital ads, search engine optimization, social media marketing, and custom websites built around your shop. Marketing that showcases your brand, your voice, and your goals. No templates, no shortcuts, no generic same old marketing. Because when your marketing reflects the quality your shop puts out every day, your customers can feel it, and your car count, revenue, and ARO grow because of it. You've already built a top-tier shop. Now it's time to grow it with the top-tier marketing it deserves. Book your discovery call today at shopmarketingpros.com to get started.
I still believe the biggest bottleneck is sitting in the owner's office and how you transition the things from going like technician, manager to CEO, right? Most owners never make that last jump. Not because the market changed, but because leadership didn't. And so CEOs measure every week: daily sales, hours sold, hours produced, ARO, GP, net new customers, Google reviews. I just had a sales meeting with my team last night. These are all the things that we went over, plus all the things that are coming up in July that we need to be talking about. Okay. If you don't know these numbers and own them, you're just running the business emotionally. All right. So this episode is brought to you by Shop Marketing Pros. Here's something interesting. The PMA report proved that most struggling shops don't actually have a marketing problem first. They have a production problem. But once you fixed your processes, once you're converting inspections, once your advisors are selling properly, once your capacity is increasing, now you need consistent marketing that keeps the right vehicles flowing through your doors. That's where Shop Marketing Pros comes in. They don't market restaurants. They don't market dentists. They specialize in independent auto repair shops. From websites and SEO to Google Ads, paid social, branding, and long-term growth strategies, they understand this industry because this is all they do. If you're ready to build a shop that doesn't just survive but dominate your market, visit Shop Marketing Pros and let their team help you build a marketing strategy that actually supports your operational goals. So while I'm here, I want to talk about ATI's recent leadership changes. Over the last several days, we've seen some significant personnel changes at ATI, several longtime leaders. Most of you know that during my former shop operator days, I hired ATI to help me turn around my business. They offered me a coaching position. I went there, stayed for about 2 years and decided to do something else. I know a lot of these people. These are great people. Several longtime leaders that have been with that company for 20 plus years, people who many shop owners have worked with for years, are no longer with that organization. And whenever something like this happens, rumors spread quickly. I'm not interested in rumors. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm interested in what this means for shop owners. Coaching is relational. People stay because of trust. They stay because someone understands their business. And when experienced coaches leave, clients naturally ask questions. Who's coaching me now? Will my coach stay? Will the philosophy change? Will accountability stay the same? And I think those are all fair questions to add, right? But I want you to remember this. The logo doesn't coach you. People coach you. A coaching company isn't valuable because of its name. It's valuable because of the quality and consistency of the people sitting across from you every month. That's why leadership inside coaching companies matters just as much as leadership inside repair shops. And so I don't know exactly what ATI is going to look like in 6 months or a year from now. None of us do. Time will tell. But major leadership transitions always create uncertainty, and uncertainty naturally causes business owners to reevaluate whether they're getting the guidance they need. All right. What I would tell you is maybe you're an ATI client, maybe you're not, maybe you're happy. Great if you are. Stay where you're at if you are. This isn't about convincing happy clients to leave, but if you're feeling disconnected, if your coach changed, if communication changed, if you aren't being challenged anymore, don't stay because you've always stayed. Evaluate the coaching, not the logo, then transition directly into Autofix. We are leadership development. We're KPI accountability. We're shop visits. We're implementation. We're helping owners become CEOs. We don't sell magic. We build better operators because that's what the PMA report just proved works. Okay. So the PMA report is really a coaching report. The report didn't identify marketing and some of the other things. Exactly what should coaching improve. If your coaching isn't improving those things, ask yourself why you're paying for coaching. That's the question every shop owner should be asking after reading this report. This week, I want you to do these 5 things. I want you to measure technician productivity. I want you to measure estimate closing percentage. I want you to measure advisor labor hours sold. I want you to identify your biggest production bottleneck. Ask yourself one uncomfortable question. Am I still running this business like a technician or leading it like a CEO? Okay. So again, to close this out, the PMA report confirms something I believe for a very long time. Your shop ceiling isn't set by your labor rate. It isn't set by your competition. It isn't set by your market. It's set by your leadership, and leadership can improve. If you're an ATI client who's wondering what these recent changes mean, don't panic, but don't ignore them either. Ask questions, evaluate the value you're receiving. Coaching is too important to put on autopilot. And if you're looking for a coaching partner that's focused on execution, accountability, and building leaders, not just running meetings, we'd love to have a conversation with you at Autofix Auto Shop Coaching. Remember, numbers never lie. The shops that lead better earn more. Thanks for spending part of your week with me here on the Weekly Blitz. I appreciate all of you who are out there moving this industry forward every day. If this episode challenged your thinking, share it with another shop owner, subscribe wherever you listen, and leave us a review. Until next time, keep leading, keep measuring, and keep building the business your team deserves. Have a great day, everybody.